1. A little fire in the rainy night in Amsterdam. On a drizzly night in the middle of England's training camp in the Netherlands, Lucy Bronze, the steely centre-back with the cold eyes, and Ona Batlle, the gentle yet strong Spanish defender, sat together in a secluded corner after the Nations League training session. Since Ona moved to Manchester United and spent more time with Lucy, something strange and passionate had developed between them, both quiet and fiery. They understood each other through their eyes. Just a light touch of the hand, and both of their hearts skipped a beat. 2. Crossing the disciplinary line. The feelings between Lucy and Ona became more and more obvious. The photos together, the furtive glances, and the late-night conversations made some teammates start to gossip. One day, Sarina Wiegman, the head coach, accidentally saw Lucy hugging Ona from behind after the victory against Sweden. Not a word, but Sarina's eyes were cold as steel. 3. The midnight call. Lucy was called into the private meeting room. The door closed, and a heavy conversation began. "I know you're in love. But the national team is not a place for such personal relationships. It affects tactics, morale, and reputation." Lucy choked. Sarina continued. "Ona is from another team. You are an England icon. You have to choose, the team, or this relationship." 4. The screaming silence. After that day, Lucy became sullen. Ona noticed the coldness in the messages, the evasive eyes. She tried to understand, tried to touch Lucy like before. But Lucy pushed her hand away in the middle of the team breakfast. "We shouldn't continue." Ona left, tears streaming down her cheeks, without saying a word. That night, she packed her bags and withdrew from the training camp, citing personal issues. 5. Media outbreak. A cryptic post by Ona appeared on Instagram. "Love is not wrong. Wrong is when people force you to hide it like a stain." International media began to report the news. The hashtag Let Them Love was trending on Twitter. Many fans were divided. Some defended Sarina, others condemned her rigidity. The FA issued a statement denying any interference in the players' private lives, but no one believed it. 6. Lucy's depression. Lucy still played, like a machine. But no longer smiling, no longer burning eyes. In the Euro final, she missed the decisive penalty. England lost. The media trampled her with the headline, "Lucy's fall, from steel to ashes." In the dressing room, she sat with her head down, crying, clutching the small necklace Ona had given her. No one comforted her, not even Sarina. 7. One left, one stayed. Ona then signed for a women's club in Barcelona. She never returned to the national team, saying she no longer had faith in the playing environment. Lucy withdrew from the team for a season. Rumors circulated that she had gone into therapy. No one confirmed this. Sarina continued to coach the team, but in the public eye, she was no longer the model, flawless teacher. 8. Voices from a silent person, Ona speaks. After more than 3 months since the blocked love scandal, Ona Batlle has almost disappeared from the media. All posts on social networks are images of the sea, books, and distant figures in Catalonia. Not a word about Lucy, not a word about Sarina. Until one early spring afternoon, Ona suddenly appeared at the press conference to launch her autobiography Entre dos Silencios, Between Two Silences, in Barcelona. Reporters surrounded her. Everyone was waiting for the last question, the question about Lucy. When a journalist asked directly, "The scandal between you, Lucy, and coach Sarina Wiegman, is it true as what social networks have speculated?" Ona paused. She put her hand on her chest, then spoke slowly, in English. "I don't think I was ever forbidden to love Lucy. There was no written document. There was no clear order. But, the pressure was real. Sarina never used the word, forbidden. She just reminded me and Lucy to be careful. That things could be misunderstood, and could affect the team." She raised her head, her eyes shining with determination. What happened was not a scandal. It was a series of misunderstandings that no one had the courage to resolve in time. I blame myself, because I chose to stay silent. Lucy did nothing wrong, and Sarina is a person of principle. Maybe that principle is rigid, but it is not hatred. 9. Public opinion turns around. Ona's statement was like a second bomb, but this time it brought not fire, but water. The media began to change direction. Ona Batlle soothes public opinion, it was just a misunderstanding. The truth behind Lucy Bronze's love scandal: no one is a bad guy. Ona, I still love football. And I forgive. Sarina fans breathed a sigh of relief. Those who had criticized her began to be more reserved. The FA also took the opportunity to release the clip, "Journey with Sarina," as a move to restore their image. 10. The call between two women who used to confront. Sarina called Ona, a private call but rumored in the press. No one knew the specific content, but a few days later, Ona shared a short story. Forgiveness is never weak. It is the fragrance that flowers leave on the heel that crushes them. Forgiveness is never weakness. It is the fragrance that flowers leave on the heels that tread on them. 11. Lucy remains silent. The only one who hasn't spoken up is Lucy Bronze. She still hasn't said anything, hasn't commented, hasn't posted anything other than workout pictures. But in a recent photo, fans noticed a small tattoo on Lucy's wrist. EDS, short for Entre dos Silencios. 12. Sarina's silence and deep concern. The England women's coaching staff meeting was a tense affair. The tactical assistants, the physios, the head of communications, were all present, but no one dared to speak for too long. All eyes were on the woman at the center of the table, Sarina Wiegman. On the table was a printed copy of Ona Battle's speech, the headlines of which were bold as red ink. There was no ban, but there was pressure. A scandal built on silence. Lucy, Ona and the ghost of principle. Sarina read each line silently. No expression, no nods, no rebuttals. "You have no comments, Sarina?" the communications assistant asked cautiously. A moment of silence passed. In the end, Sarina only said one sentence, her voice low but sharp as a razor. "I don't comment on players' personal lives. I'm only deeply concerned if personal stories start to affect the team's spirit and image." No one dared to ask more. 13. Behind the scenes, ripples in the team. Although Sarina's words were brief, the wave of public opinion did not stop because of that. Many fans realized that this was the first time she used the phrase, "deeply concerned," which is usually only seen in diplomatic announcements. Immediately, social networks exploded with memes. Sarina's photo with the caption, "I'm not angry, I'm just deeply concerned." A video of a female player wanting to post a story with her girlfriend, Sarina stepped in, delete. "I'm deeply concerned." Within the England squad, the players began to split into two camps. One group sided with Lucy and Ona, arguing that love did not reduce performance. The other supported Sarina's strictness, stressing that discipline creates class. The atmosphere in the dressing room, once a place of solidarity and passion, was now dead silent. 14. When silence becomes a position. A British TV station invited Sarina to appear on a talk show to clear up misunderstandings with fans. She refused. In her latest speech at the announcement of the Olympic squad, Sarina said just one sentence before turning away. "I don't live for the media. I live for football." But a leaked clip later, recorded in the back room, showed her sitting alone for a long time, saying nothing, her eyes lost in space. A member of the coaching staff recalled, "She looks strong, but sometimes, I think she is lonely." 15. When the story is not over. Lucy has not spoken yet. Ona continues to shine in La Liga. Sarina is still deeply concerned, silent but as hard as cold steel in the summer. Public opinion is divided, faith is shaken, but there are also those who whisper, "Who knows, it's not over yet. Who knows, love, and the truth, are still waiting for a chance to speak."